At the Kansai International Airport, quarantine officers are checking if any passengers have a fever or if there are any sick people on the flights. At Fukuoka Airport, passengers are required to write out a form asking if they feel sick or not. These are the types of frontline defenses used against the new swine flu. Passengers were surprised to see how these airports were acting.
The pandemic phase alert should increase from phase 3 to phase 4. Now is a good time to strengthen preparations for possible pandemic influenza.
Phase 4 alert level for the new swine flu. Infections between humans is spreading in every part of the world. The new swine flu first emerged in Mexico, the United States, Canada, England, and 3 other countries. There were also many people who were infected with the virus in Hong Kong, Korea, and in 12 other countries in the world. In the outskirts of Mexico City, people put flowers in front of the households that lost family members due to the swine flu. There are now almost 2,000 people who are possibly infected with the new swine flu. Up to now, 149 people died from the swine flu in Mexico. Many people wear masks in the town. A lady says that she often washes her hands, keeps hygiene, and tries not to go outside. A man says, "Everybody is in panic, but I will try to stay calm." It seems that the situation is getting worse. We interviewed a Japanese employee who works in a company in Mexico. He says, "In the town of Toka, I found out that 2 people died today." He continued to say, "I saw the news on TV. I'm really scared since it is actually happening right around me." When our reporter asked if his company is making a new plan to prevent the spread of swine flu, he answered, "Everybody has to check their body temperature after they come to the office. And if a person has a little fever, we make him or her go to a local hospital." In a high school in New York, 8 students were infected with the new flu. The reporter says, "Many members of the media swarmed this high school since it is the latest place for the swine flu to break out in the U.S.
I see everybody sick, having fevers, everybody look pale and everything. So the next day, we come to school and there was like 200 kids missing. So I was pretty shocked.
Another high school decided to close for 2 days. However, they decided to close even longer after finding out that 20 students were infected with the swine flu virus. The high school principal responded to our interview.
I do have a concern from checking parent messages today that some kids are showing the symptoms as early as this morning.
In this kind of situation, how is the Japanese government reacting? The Ministry of Health recognized this case of influenza as the new flu. The government planned the first meeting. Japanese Prime Minister Aso says that our government will try our best to come up with a counter plan. Prime Minister Aso focused on planning a perfect defense by paying close attention for reports of breakouts of the new flu inside of Japan. At Narita Airport, government personnel checks all inbound passengers with temperature checking devices. Especially every airplane from Canada, the United States, and Mexico. Oaxaca City in Mexico. Mexican authorities have the latest information about the emerging swine flu. Cordoba, Health Minister of Mexico, says that there was a report of a possible new swine flu case by the 16th. After finding out the virus was not in their database, the Mexican authorities decided to send it to a research facility in the United States. The virus was sent to the CDC. 1 week later, the CDC reported to the Mexican authorities that the virus was the new swine flu. Although many cases of infection were reported in the city, Mexican authorities did not plan any countermeasure nor plan any prevention of the virus until the CDC reported back to them. As a result, the virus infected a lot of people who did not know about the new swine flu. We are now at the antiviral mask maker SHIKIBO Limited in Tokyo. After the WHO set the new swine flu alert to level 4, we have been flooded with questions about our mask, which was originally developed for the bird flu. Mr. Honda from SHIKIBO says, "Today's orders have increased incredibly since yesterday. I feel that the situation is becoming more and more serious." The phone rings during the interview. Mr. Honda answers, "Yes, 50 more cases. Yes, we could send them directly." When the interviewer asked, "Where are they calling from?" Mr. Honda answered, "It was from an airline company. These masks are going to be sent overseas." Many foreign companies and Japanese companies from overseas ordered more than 1 month's supply within a day. Mr. Honda says, "We want to make sure that our masks will not go out of stock, and we want to make sure and provide the best quality masks for everyone in need."